Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Marvel's KAINE. Couldn't they have just put Kane Parker instead of Marvel's KAINE? Right? Couldn't they? Anyway, this is going to be an interesting review because, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you have an all-new sculpt, it's worth 50 bucks. Just letting you guys know that. And this guy's an all-new sculpt, so this is like a steal. It's like half price. Oh man. Okay, so anyway, this is actually one of Hasbro's better releases in a long time. It's pretty darn good. There's some stuff that's not good, but it's mostly awesome. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. I do love their retro Spider-Man packaging, though at this point, it's really just a way to not give you bath parts, I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, because I didn't collect everything as a kid, but I don't think this KAINE was a thing on the retro card. Was it? Maybe I just didn't get it. I don't know. But it still looks cool. So yeah, if you're into this, like the Spider-Man cards are awesome. I love the way they look. The purple and yellow is a good combo, and they do have a very retro feel, despite maybe the accuracy. So there's the back. I will be reviewing all of these. I don't have that one. Or that one. Why don't I have those two? Do I have these? Huh. I thought I had the whole wave, but these don't look familiar. They could be in a pile somewhere. I'll review all of them. A lot of new sculpts here, and I think here, and here, and here, and here. A lot of new sculpts on this wave. It's amazing that it didn't cost as much as you might think. Alright, so anyway, I'm done. I'm going to be salty this whole review, probably. But they've earned it. So here we go. This guy is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. If you want to get one, I'll put a link in the description below. He stands roughly 16.5 centimeters, not counting his hair flips. And that's going to make him just about, let's say, 6.5 inches. And I have to say, I must say it, this looks damn good for a Marvel Legends figure. Is it still kind of plasticky looking and somewhat amorphous? Yeah, like, yes, it is. But for Marvel Legends, this is really good. Now, like I said, there are some issues, but I'm going to talk about the good stuff first, because contrary to popular belief, I want these figures to be good, and if they were all good, I would be a happy camper. Now, I will say I am happy that this is a good one because it's a 90s look for KAINE, and it is my favorite look for him. Like, the black and red's okay, but I like this one a lot. In the 90s, I think were like the best time for character designs. I know a lot of people are going to not agree, but I don't care. I like it. So, good things. I would say the cape looks pretty cool. I don't like that it's just square across the chest. That takes a little bit out of it. Like, just give it a little swoosh or something, Hasbro. Like, think a little bit about these things. This is going to be displayed on a shelf. Make it look better. But otherwise, the cape looks cool. I think the hair sculpt, it's a little big. He's got some volume in his hair, but it's a nice sculpt. I like it. I don't know exactly how the hair comes out of the costume there, but I never really thought too much about his costume, frankly, but whatever. It's a cool look. And this is all sculpted. All the blue stuff is sculpted and painted. And for Hasbro, that's incredible, because I was under the impression that new sculpts and any amount of paint make figures cost way too much. Now, the only thing this guy's missing is the neck articulation, toe articulation, and some accessories. So maybe that's where the other $26 or $24 are. But yeah, he looks really good. I would say that the legs look almost exactly like Vulcan's legs with stuff added to them, which is, it's fine. It's whatever. Except when you're going to get 1,000 Vulcan figures, I'd like to see a little bit of difference when you're going to make a new sculpt. He still has the big fat croc feet. Like, stop doing that. That's not what superhero feet look like. It's so dopey looking. But yeah, generally speaking, he looks really good. For a Marvel Legends figure, this guy's going to stand out. For sure. I love the head sculpt. I don't think I mentioned that. The face itself looks really nice. The way they did the eyes. Very, very good. I like it. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. For Hasbro, for Marvel Legends, he's missing some paint for sure on the hair and the pink. That would go a long way. Just throw a wash on there. But it looks good. I will say, aesthetically speaking, 8 out of 10. Still issues, but that is going to be one of the better looking figures on your shelf from Hasbro for Marvel in a long time. Now, as far as accessories go, You just get the 2 fists and some open hands, which is just really not enough, if you ask me. And you are, since you're watching my review, so that sucks. 0 out of 10 spite points taken away. Okay, let's go. I guess maybe spite points are negative, and so they've been added. Anyway, let's talk about the articulation. Not much going on with the head. He can look down and tuck his face like a turtle into his cape. What's the spike doing there? Is that just supposed to be one of these spikes? But the cloak is... I know it's supposed to be there, but I've always kind of wondered that, at least about the costume. I don't know. I never paid much attention as a kid. So the head is on the standard Marvel Legends neck, which sucks, but it can't go anywhere anyway, really. It's going to be just enough to consider it posable, so that kind of sucks. Let's see. What can we do? It's not going to be worthwhile to take this off, but you can... Yeah, you can do it. I figured you could. I didn't think about it, really. So you can take it off if you want to. I'm not going to, because I don't know why you would. I guess you could, but I wouldn't, because it looks cool. Yeah, I would just... Well, damn, that went all the way across the room. Alright, we're doing it without a head for the rest of the review. I am not going that far. That's too much walking. Okay, so the shoulders, butterfly joint, it's effective. I can't get over how far that head just shot. Butterfly joint is okay. Full rotation is fine. Shoulders go up better than horizontal. That's good. Bicep swivel is fine. They still make their arms real bubbly. Really bubbly. Like... it's not bad, but you can see, like, this bicep should not be sticking out past the shoulder, so it's not great, but you were not going to notice that, really. Realistically speaking, it's probably not going to bother anybody. Double jointed elbow works nicely. The elbows and knees match pretty darn well the rest of the figure, so that's good. You do get your wrist swivel and hinge, not that you need it really for a fist. Ab crunch waist twist, I know some people hate it. It's more functional than some other things, though, so let's see. It's not the best one. It's okay as far as an ab crunch goes. It's not particularly good. And then you get your waist twist, which is, yes, it's an ugly set of joints. For sure, they are functional enough. If you need to pose them doing a kick, you can do that very easily. You can't do that with the reverse ab crunch and diaphragm joint, so I'll give it to them. It's still functional. Sometimes old and ugly works better than new and fancy. Alright, so yeah, he kicks okay going forward, a little bit going back, out to the sides, still limited, but decent, better than 45. Thigh swivel is gonna thigh swivel. That's almost always the case. I think the last figure I had a problem with the thigh swivel was Beetle. Is it Beetle 2, the red and silver one? Anyway, knees work pretty well, and those just broke right off. Maybe Ultron, I think, had some problems too. Ooh, ankles don't want to go. There we go. Yeah, ankles have good range going back. Pretty good range going forward, so that's good. Ankle rocker is there, that's fine. Their plastic is still pretty soft. They use a softer PVC. So even with the hard joints, like, people love to talk about the pins versus pinless. It's not the pins that do it, guys. It's the plastic they use. And so they have the hard plastic inside the joint, the main elbow joint, the main knee joint. That's hard. So that's not going to flex, really. I mean, it will some, but unless... Did they use PVC? No. You still get a lot of flex on these guys because they use really soft PVC, which has its benefits and its downsides. So it really just comes down to that, whatever you prefer. So anyway, his articulation's perfectly adequate. I'll say 7 out of 10. There's nothing special about it. Nothing too bad about it other than the limitations from the cape and hair, so it's okay. So now it's time for the final verdict on this guy. Well, if you try to get his head on and it flies across the room, he looks worse without having his head on. But it's a good figure for Hasbro. It's a perfectly reasonable release. Like, they're still overpriced at $26, even when they come with a new sculpt. So it has a new sculpt thing for the new Spider-Man figure. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. But it's good. Like, this is acceptable at $26. I'll take it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 overall for Marvel Legends. It's a good buy if you're into this sort of thing, but it's still overpriced, which means that new Spider-Man is definitely overpriced. And like I said, you should check out that video. But okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.